For this course, you're going to be required to have a robotics platform called the LEGO Mindstorms kit. This is what all the videos are going to be discussing and showing you examples of how to build and program your robot. There are two options that you can do for this course. The first one is to use the LEGO Mindstorm NXT option, and that is going to be the older version of the LEGO Mindstorms kit. Mindstorms refers to the robotic platform that LEGO, the company, has created. NXT refers to the model. So we want to make sure that if you're going to use this one, you get the 2.0 version. So there was an original 1.0 which had some deficiencies, and they've created a 2.0 version, and this tends to be the more popular one right now just because it's been for sale for a long time. So you want to make sure that you get the NXT 2.0. Optionally, you can also buy the newer version, which is called the EV3, and the EV3 is the one that LEGO sells currently directly, and it has a faster processor. It has some Bluetooth capability. It has different sensors, more design options. So basically, the way this course is laid out is we'll have parallel videos once we get to the robot construction and programming that discuss how to actually use the NXT, or if you're using the EV3, we'll have videos that run that. So you want to have one or the other of these kits in order to complete this class. Okay, so how do we get these kits? So a good place to start, just to get an overview of what's out there, is to go to education.lego.com, and then it'll show you some of the products. Okay, so you can obviously get these LEGO kits at stores, but you can also get them online at stores like Amazon. But to just get a feel for what's in the kit, you can go out to LEGO Education. Now, LEGO Education, what you're going to see here is you'll come out to this website, and if you scroll down, you'll see all the product categories. And if you go uncheck all the boxes except for the Mindstorms, EV3, and NXT, what you'll see is the core kits. And you'll see right here that if you click on this, you'll get a picture of what the Mindstorm EV3 kit looks like. So it comes in sometimes they come in a box depending on which one you buy, and with an organizer, and it has a series of motors and sensors and then cables and a bunch of piece parts that you use to actually construct the robot. So that would be the kit. If you wanted to purchase this directly from LEGO with an education discount, you would click Find Distributor and you contact them directly. Also out on here on this website of interest is looking at some of the other options that you have. So they have the kit itself comes with the software to program the robot. But they also, if you had already purchased a bunch of robotics platforms and didn't have the software, you can buy a single user seat, you can buy a site license, and you can also come down here and you can get spare motors and spare batteries, anything that you want to buy, additional parts of this, you can actually go out here and purchase. If you then decided that you just wanted to go out and see what was available, in the open market, if you go out to, let's just say, Amazon, you can come out to Amazon and look for Amazon Mindstorms, and you'll see that the EV3 is for sale, and this does not reflect the education discount, so you have to contact LEGO directly for the education discount and try to get the multi-unit discount. If you also look out here, if I search for LEGO Mindstorms NXT, you'll see the NXT 2.0 on here, and you can see kind of the pricing on there. One thing to note though, when you go out to the LEGO website and try to purchase directly from them, they only are advertising their EV3 set right now because this is their new platform, and so all the documentation is for that. But it's perfectly acceptable to use the NXT 2.0 for this class. Okay, so when you purchase these kits, what you're going to get is something that looks like this. So you'll get this box that shows up, and if you purchase certain versions, they come with the nice plastic carrying case, and it's really neat because there's a lot of pieces that are in this box. So there's an organizer, and they have all these little compartments for all the different pieces, and then you can see that they have a carrying case where you can have all your computers and the instruction manuals and cables. So it's a really nice compact way to actually keep your robotics platform organized. when I purchased my EV3, it did not come with a kit. What I ended up doing was I went and bought my own kit in the form of a tackle box, and I just sorted out the pieces myself. So the EV3 I purchased for some reason it came in a cardboard box, and all the pieces were were just in plastic bags. So that's almost impossible to deal with. And so what you first want to do is try to organize the pieces. So I went out and just got a tackle box and put the piece parts in there. So that's what the kits will look like when they arrive. And then inevitably, since there are a large number of pieces associated with this, when you start building your robot, you're going to find that sometimes there's a piece missing. So one of the things that Lego does is you can go out to the Lego website. So if you come out to Lego and you follow this home and then bricks and pieces, what you're going to see is you can actually request an additional part. Now these are you're not going to be able to request like the motors or the more expensive ones, but just piece parts that you use to build, just the standard building blocks. They'll actually send this to you. So when I opened up my EV3, I was missing one of the ball wheels. So I got on this website, and you can search through it and figure out basically figure out what part it is and then order it. So I'll walk you through that really quick. So you come to this thing and you have to enter your age. I believe they won't do it if you're under a certain age. So let's just say I'm 21. And then go ahead and we'll go next. And then it's going to want you to enter in what you want to do. So you can buy a new piece. That's how you'd buy one. One of the more expensive ones, or if you want to buy a bunch of pieces. But then you can come in here and say my set has a missing piece, and they want you to enter in here the number that's on the kit. So for example, the EV3 is 31313, and then I come in here and I say go, and what it's going to do is it's going to actually give you a picture of all the different piece parts. So I can scroll through and I can say this is what I was missing. It's like I need this one right here, and then what it'll do is say okay, add to list, and they'll ship it out to you, and it takes anywhere between 1 to 2 weeks to do. So this is something that unfortunately you get used to, but with robotics there's a lot of improvisation with your design. So you go through and you have some plan, and then all of a sudden something changes, you're missing a piece, and then you decide, okay, I'm going to change my design accordingly. Okay, so that's how you're going to get these kits. And like I say, there will be parallel videos that walk through whether you do the NXT or whether you do the EV3, or if you have both, you can watch both sets of videos. Okay, so what is the next step? So now that you have your required materials, what we do is we start looking at programming basics. So just how to program a computer, what the constructs are. Again, this is for introductory. You never have had to program a computer. Then we look at constructing a robot, and we'll give you some plans that basically Lego provides to actually build some very simple robots. Then we'll look at locomotion, sensors, and finally we'll look at developing robotic autonomy, which is programming the robot to actually do a task by itself.